This episode of the Kintsugi Podcast is brought to you by Pause, Breathe, Reflect, which can help you bring mindfulness to your everyday moments. Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Friday, my fellow like-hearted humans. On Fridays, I like to share a moment with you to pause, breathe, reflect before you slide into the weekend. I started my practice over 20 years ago when I was feeling completely overwhelmed. I knew I had to slow things down. So I started my practice. And I called it Pause, Breathe, Reflect. And the reflect element was essential because it created space for me to practice gratitude and set my intentions on what kind of ripple I wanted to ripple into the world. When I left the hospital, I continued my studies, discovered MBSR, and became a qualified teacher. And now, I love sharing the value of mindfulness with humans all around the world through the Kintsugi Podcast and our app. So we can change our relationship with stress, sleep better, and bring mindfulness to our everyday moments. So mindfulness can be a way of living as opposed to some transactional thing we do during our morning routine. So if you're ready, let's do a short practice together. The meditation world can be a little serious at times. But like you, I also like to have fun. So this practice is a fun one. It's called motorboat lips. And we'll channel our inner child as we do this one. But it offers some great benefits to let go of any stress that we might be holding on to, especially if we hold our tension, as I do, in our jaw and the area around our mouth. So let's try it out together and have some fun. It'll be goofy, and hopefully you'll laugh. And that will be a pretty nice release of dopamine. So let's settle into a comfortable posture. You could be seated, you could be walking, you could be lying down, and you can leave your eyes open, or of course you can close them. And let's drop in. We'll begin with a few healthy inhales to help us come into the moment, and slow releasing exhales, letting go of all the moments that came before this one, and keeping any future moment at bay for right now. Think of this moment as an oasis, a place to have a moment of silliness and fun. And when it feels natural, settle into the normal rhythm of the breath. As we prepare to do a few rounds of motorboat lips, or simply blubbering lips. So we'll take a healthy breath in, and we'll just motorboat our lips as we breathe out. Sounds like this. It's silly, right? But a lot of fun. And you might notice You're letting go of some stress. And it's probably putting a smile on your face. So let's do another round. Full breath in, and then motorboat lips out. All right, nice job. It's good to be silly every now and again, isn't it? Laughter can be the best form of medicine. And you can continue this throughout the day if you wish. And who knows, you might be a trendsetter with all your colleagues in 2024. Y'all can do motorboat lips throughout the year. So if you haven't already, you can open your eyes and maybe wiggle those beautiful fingers and toes and give your body a little stretch. And keep coming back to those motorboat lips throughout the day as a way of easing any stress you might be carrying throughout the day. I hope you enjoyed this moment to slow things down. And if you found it valuable, I hope you'll share it with a friend. You can find other practices like this one on our Pause, Breathe, Reflect app, and you can find the app wherever you happen to find apps. And you always have an open invitation to join one of our live practices throughout the week with other like-hearted humans. It's a space where everyone belongs, regardless of who you voted for, where you live, how much money you make, who you love, and if you pray. So I hope you'll join us. The only thing we ask is that you bring a loving heart to our space. On Tuesday, I'll share another inspiring story of connection with you on the Kintsugi Podcast. Until then, have a meaningful weekend and ripple something worth rippling into the world.